Today we're going to attempt to build this landing page in less than 20 minutes. If you're new here, my name's Zoe. I'm a software engineer and former university professor who loves teaching others how to code. Something my students always tell me is that they don't feel like they have enough time to work on their portfolio projects. Well, today we're going to see if we can build this landing page and add to our portfolio in less than 20 minutes. Let's get started. Timer starts now. All right, timer on the clock. This is the portfolio project that we're looking to build. Just a simple landing page, but really something that could be cool to add to your portfolio, just to have some more pieces. Full disclosure, I am using the starter kit, and I've already installed it to save a little bit of time. You can access it on my GitHub portfolio website, Next.js app. So we're going to use Material UI, Next.js, and the Next.js app router. So first things first, I've dropped in the assets here from the design. So we have some different images here. And I guess the first thing I want to do is build up my components. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to say components. I'm going to keep this open so I can see the timer. All right, 19 minutes. And then the first thing I guess I want to do is create this larger page here. So I'm gonna call it hero, although the whole thing is kind of gonna be the hero, but I'll call it hero for now. We're gonna save that. All right, cool. So we have our hero, and I need to drop it into my app so we can actually see it. So I'm gonna get rid of this and put in the hero. Awesome, cool. Save that. Perfect. So now that we have our hero, what I want to do is get this background color, what is this color here? Blue 950. You know what, I can also grab it from Frontend Mentor. This might be easier, yeah, using the picker here. Cool. Color picker. Pick from web page. There we go. All right, cool. So that's that background color. So we're gonna say background color is that, and I'm also gonna get rid of these sort of baked-in styles. Save that, and then in the hero it just says hero. And yeah, that's what we have so far. Okay, cool. I'm also going to set the body and HTML margin to be 0. Cool. All right, awesome. So far, so good. Hero, done. And then I'm going to set the width to be 100 view width and the height to be 100 view height, so that this is like our entire page. Cool, awesome. Next thing that we want to do, 17 minutes left. Okay, we need to create this like nav situation here. So I'm going to create this, I'm going to call it nav. Cool, and it has this little logo. And you could also skip doing all of these like imports and extra things here, but I want to make it like as realistic of a real portfolio piece as possible. So the image for this should be in here. Yes. Okay. So we're going to copy the path, and then I'm going to say image from next image. Source is going to be something like this. Let's do /public/assets. That might not be correct. We'll say height is, let's see, it has to be a number. Height is, what did I just see? 56, yeah, 56. 56, width is 56, alt equals logo. Cool, save that. Not seeing it. Let's see if it, maybe it's just, if it's a /public/assets. Oh, you know what? That's not it even a little bit. I just haven't put it in here. All right, so let's say nav. Okay. Can't find it. Let's take out the dot. Nope. Let's try /assets. There it is. All right, perfect. Oh, awesome. It has the text already. So the width is actually going to be like 135, I think is what I saw. Oops, 135. All right, cool. That looks pretty decent. One thing I am going to do here, though, if you notice that there's like this container here, so I'm going to add some margin, but it's only on 3 sides. All right, I'm going to add some padding here, here, and here, and that is going to be 160. Padding top, I think it was 153 pixels on top. Bottom probably was the same. And then the left was 160. So we're going to set that to that. So then, cool, that center there, 14.5 minutes left on the clock. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take a look at this image here, I think. Yeah, that's probably the next best thing we can do. So this image is another image that we'll close our nav out. It's going to be in our image host. Yeah, so we're going to copy relative path. Then we're going to drop in an image here. So we're going to say image from next image. Source equals, oops. And it's ./assets. Alt equals, what is he, a DJ, singer. And then the width, 736, height 654. Width, 736, height equals 654. Awesome. Cool. And we have that there. Might even need to be a little bit wider. Width might need to be, let's call it 800. And again, this is just because I'm doing it relative to my screen. All right, cool. And then we are going to have this be, could we say background image? Wonder if that would work instead. No, not great. All right, cool. Let's just leave that alone. We're going to drop it in as an image. We're going to say display flex. Cool. And then we're going to say 12.5 minutes left. All right. Justified content flex. Center, sorry. Align items center, although one of those is probably going to be flex end. Let's justify content space between. Okay, cool. And then we're going to actually take out the align items center. Awesome. All right, and then I'm just going to add in style. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this in a box to make my life easier. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to say margin top is going to be what was it? It was in the nav. Margin top is going to be this. In a perfect world, I'd make like a variable for this and then be consistent and all of that good stuff. But in the world that we're living in, we don't have time for that because we have 11 minutes and a half. All right. Height, I'm actually going to change a little bit. I'm going to change to 400, maybe 5. Because if you notice in the design, there's like some space at the bottom there. All right, 5 looks good. Width, now let's try 7. It's not perfect, maybe 8. But we also don't have time for perfect. All right, let's go back. The other one looks, yeah, this looks cool enough for me. And then let's go ahead and add in our text. So we have these two, publish your podcasts everywhere. So we have this nav and this box. I'm going to wrap this in a box. Oops, should I just move that up here? Cool. And then we're going to have a typography element. Variant is going to be in H1 because we need to be correct with our types, and we're going to say text transform. We're going to say uppercase. Cool. Publish your podcast everywhere, element type. Oh, you know what? I need to change this because it is not a client component. All right, 10 minutes almost exactly. Got this. All right, so I really should have just put that margin on this box, but we are at a different place now. We're going to say margin left, it was 160 pixels, 10 rem, and I'm just going to take out this half of the equation. Cool. Awesome. So we have that, publish your podcast everywhere, and I'm going to wrap this in a span. I'm going to say style, color, actually I should have wrapped the first one in a span. What color is this? Oops, wrong color. Cool. Grab that color. Awesome. Let's wrap this in a span. Let's say style equals color. All right, 8 minutes. Sorry, 9 minutes. Sorry, 9 minutes. Not quite 8 minutes. Publish your podcast, and then we'll remove this span everywhere. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's looking really good. Let's say color is white for the text, generally speaking. Awesome. We'll say font weight is, let's say, 300. Pretty good. And then we'll leave that there. All right, next thing I need to do is drop in this. All right, so this is another typography element. Drop that there. Cool. It's going to assume that it's a body, which it is. We're going to say color is white. Again, I would make like variables for this to be really like semantic, but we don't really have time for that at the moment. We're going to say, you're going to add a little margin right there, margin right. We're going to say 4 rem, just so it clips a little bit. We'll distribute, no, let's do maybe 8 rem. All right. Maybe 9. Maybe 12. All right, that looks pretty accurate in terms of size and spacing. All right, next step, we need to drop in this input, essentially. So I'm going to really quick go to MUI input, input API, text field. All right, yes. I'm going to just do a basic text field. That's not what I want. I want to expand the code and borrow that. All right, so whoops, on this right side, I'm going to drop in a text field, import text field from movie material, text field, cool, save that, and then, awesome, we're going to say email address. And then we're going to drop in a button that, oops, that says request access. All right, we are cutting it close. Still 6 minutes on the clock though. I think we can do this. All right, cool. Save that button. So we have an email address, request access. I'm going to set this to be background color is going to be our green. And again, making a variable for this would actually save me time in this case. Background color is going to be green. And then color is going to be this color. Color is going to be that. Cool. And then we'll say border radius 2 rem. Cool. I'm going to copy this to this. Save that there. Oh, did it not work there? Oh dear. And I know I can like go in and modify it and edit it, but honestly that's not the priority right at the moment. So let's take out the border radius from both. We'll just have it match. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect, right? We're just trying to do as good as we can. So I'll take out the border radius for both, and then I'll just say, I'll wrap them in a little box, and I'll make it look kind of nice. So we'll do that. We'll say, flex, space between. Oh no, that's not right. All right, we'll just do space display flex, and then we'll say margin right 1 rem. All right, cool. Not too bad. I'm gonna add some more padding, some margin to this. I'm gonna say margin. Let's do this. We'll say margin right here, and we'll set the margin to 4 rem top and bottom, 0 left and right, and then reset the margin right. All right, cool, cool, cool. Why is this nav? Oh, that's why. All right, padding top. That's what I'm gonna set. All right, cool. Okay, good. We'll say margin top 1 rem. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Let's see. We'll change the font. Oops. Font size to 2 rem, maybe 3.5. Okay, that looks pretty decent. And then last thing, we just want to drop in all of these. So I'm going to throw in another box underneath here. I'm going to say box, and I'm just going to drop in a whole bunch of images. Next image, and we're just going to say alt equals logo. And they're all going to be the same height and width, so 95 by 28. Height is 28, width is 95, and then the source is going to be, let's see, Spotify. Copy relative path. Spotify. All right, so that's the first one, and then I'm just going to, how many of them? 4, yes, 4. All right, cool. We have 4 Spotifys. Then we need Apple Podcast. Apple Podcast. Then we need Google Podcasts. And then we need, what's the last one? Pocket Casts. All right, less than 2 minutes. Let's see if we can finish this. All right, we're gonna say, we need to say display flex, justify content, we'll say space between, save that. All right, not looking too bad. Might have to make some of them a little bit wider. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a margin on the top and bottom of 1 rem, maybe 2, and not on the left and right. All right, cool. 1 minute left. What else can we fix? Let's see. Where is this margin? Let's say 2 rem. All right, and then let's set this top right 1 rem. Okay. I can fix the little height. Google Podcast just looks squished, generally speaking. Maybe I do 25, look less squished. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Or flex. All right, and that is time. So what have we got in 20 minutes? In 20 minutes, we've gotten the entire design of our page. We have the text uploaded. We have an input button. We have, you know, all of our logos here. So basically, in 20 minutes, we've been able to do, I would say 95% of the work for this page. The last thing we'd want to do is actually activate this actual form. So just sending it, like doing a form to somewhere else, whether it's an email receiver or whatever, but just making that form work and maybe tweaking the design a little bit. But like, if you don't know the design, you wouldn't know that this isn't meant to be square. So, you know, totally up to you. Another thing that we could have done is just added the background color here and added the little dots here. Again, these are nice flourishes, but as a hiring manager, what I would be looking for with this is actually just looking for whether or not the page is well designed, well implemented, and whether or not it works. So as I said, you can spend maybe another 5-10 minutes making it look a little bit better, and then just implementing the form too, and that really takes like 2 seconds. But yeah, I would say we did a pretty good job here. I want to say that this was a pass, that we were able to do this in 20 minutes. If you are interested in learning about coding, check that first link in the description below. Or if you want to see me do more videos like this, check out this video up here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.